to my channel, and I am so happy to be here. I'm delighted to bring to you a few things, some of my shopping and my book haul, and what I'm reading and what I'm going to read. So let's get started. And I hope you like the clip, the preview of my bed and breakfast that I filmed. I wanted to film inside of the bed and breakfast, but it's been booked up so much, so rapidly, that I didn't have time to haul all my stuff there and film it. So I hope you liked the little slideshow. Next, I'll be coming to you with my bookstore. I am almost ready to open and do business, and I'll have hopefully a video from there coming soon. Well, let me get started. I missed the whole month of June, and as you know, June was, let me get it right, National Caribbean American Heritage Month. Some of the booktubers do a Caribathon. I was not prepared and able to participate this year, but hopefully next year. And I have a lot of Caribbean authors here on my bookshelf, and I need to pick those books up, read them, and learn more about other cultures. So next month, hopefully I'll be maybe buddy reading or participating in Caribathon. Also, I don't know if you're aware that June was African American Music Heritage Month. And I have a lot of books by musicians and artists such as Billie Holiday, Sam Cooke, Josephine Baker, Toni Braxton. I got a lot of memoirs on my Kindle. Ethel Waters, Natalie Cole. I mean, I just have so many books, and I was hoping to read at least one book for the acknowledgement of African American Music Appreciation Month, but I did not get to that. However, that still doesn't stop me from picking one up and reading it. So next year, I definitely have to dedicate my time to the month of June and read a book on a musician or someone of the music genre. Now, I'm really excited. I want to show you some of the things I bought, and all of these I'm getting ready to show you I got off of Etsy. I'll give the details to what I bought down below, and if you have any questions, just please comment and I will give you the answers. But first thing I want to show you that I was just so thrilled with was this little TBR jar. A lot of times, you know, when after you've read a book and you say, well, what should I read next? Well, you know, my cart is full, my bookshelves are full of books that I want to read, and a lot of times I just can't make up my mind, and I tend to trail off of my TBR and put something down that I plan on reading, pick something else up to read. Well, I said, let me get a little jar, and what I could do is go into this jar and select what I want to read next. Well, I also found on Etsy, and I will include where I got it from. The jar came from PeanutButterTaco, okay, if you're curious, but I'll also have the details down below. And then I found someone who makes little, can you see that? Mini books. She says, give me a list of the books that you want, and she, let me take it out so that glare will go away. And, sorry about that. She She makes these little mini books. Okay, I hadn't opened it yet, so give me a minute. And I mean, they are adorable. Look at this. So, I don't know if you can see that. It says Saint Monkey. And it's a little miniature book. Opens up. I mean, there's nothing in it but the cover. So then what you do is you drop it into the TBR jar. And I ordered like 20 of them. And you drop them in there. So then when it comes time to pick another book, I just reach my hand in there. Can you see that? Reach my hand in there and pick my next read. It is just the cutest little thing. Cutest little thing. And they came from Four Monsters Art. There's several other stores on Etsy that do the mini books, but I have been pleased with Four Monsters Art. I will give the details to her store again on Etsy below, and if you patronize her, that would be helping a small business. I love it. So that solved that problem. Also on my cart, I don't know if you could see this, but look at this. It's a decal. I haven't put it on yet. And it says TBR, to be read, right? And I'm going to put it on my book cart. And I got that from BookGeekArt, also on Etsy. And I'll have that below in detail for you. But I thought that was so cute, to TBR. And then I saw another one. I actually couldn't make up my mind. And this says, spells out, to be read. It also spells it out on here. It's just in the background, a little fainter. But, you know, book lingo, TBR, we know what TBR means. And to be read. But this one also, and I need you all's opinion, your help. Tell me, which one should I put on my book cart? See that? It says to be read. And so I'm trying to decide which decal would best fit my cart. Anyway, I got that from Femaleandfree on Etsy. So please tell me which one you like, one or two. The TBR or spelled out just to be read. I need your opinion. All right, now let's get to this book haul. I'm not going to go into too much detail about which book is because I have a lot. But I did a lot of ordering and I got some as gifts for the month of June. And we're going to start with this, Salty Bittersweet. I think this book is just so cute. I'm sorry about my light. I think maybe it's too bright. All right, it says a fresh start, a broken heart, a mend of possibilities. This is by Mayra, Cuevas. And it says happiness, like love, arrives through the kitchen. At least that's what my abuela, Layla, used to say. I may not know much about love, but I definitely got the kitchen part down. Anything about cooking, I love it. So I'm gonna one day check this out. And I think the cover is so cute. It is absolutely cute. I also have all her little secrets. This has been going around. I think you all may have already heard about it. If not, you could Google it. All Her Little Secrets by Wanda M. Morris. And I'll list all these books that I got down below. I also got Pet in paperback. I heard that this was a very good author. I may not say her name right. Let me try. Akwaeke Emezi. And she also has another one coming out, or it's out, called Bitter. And I just think the cover is absolutely adorable. And I think it is a middle grade read, but this I want to read this one day. And of course, I'm late to the party, but I got it finally. The Vanishing Half by Bennett. And I heard that this was a very good read. Looking forward to it. I have not read anything by her, even though I think I have her other book, The Mothers, and I've got to check her out and get this under my belt. And I also got The Teller of Secrets, and this is by Bisi Adjapon. I don't know if I chopped her name up, but please forgive me. And this is a book that's been circulating with pretty decent reviews, so I'll read it and give an opinion for myself. And I must admit, I got this book because the cover is absolutely beautiful. I love it. And the young man in this on here looks like my grandson. And it's called Ace of Spades by Faridah, Abike-Iyimide. I know I'm saying it wrong, but it is just an absolutely gorgeous book. An Unknown Enemy, How Do You Stop? Oh boy. Okay. I can't wait to read that. And I have to get Zora Neale Hurston. Zora Neale Hurston, You Don't Know Us Negroes, and Other Essays. Well, after reading, Lord, there I go, I have a blank. Straight Lick with a Crooked Stick. I probably said that wrong. After reading that, I said I want to dig into some more Zora Neale Hurston, learn about her. This is written by Henry Louis Gates and Genevieve West. So Henry Louis Gates Jr. is awesome. So I'm sure this is going to be a worthy read. Also, I have something I had never heard of this person. Ordinary Life. But look at that cover. Isn't that gorgeous? Ordinary Life. Love, Drugs, Lesbians, Murder. By Sakile Y. King. I'm not sure if I said her name right, but this is going to be an interesting read, I do believe. I do believe it. So, and along with Music Appreciation Month, I've got another book about a musician, and it's called Up Jumped the Devil. And this is the real life of Robert Johnson, who was a well-known musician in the South. And I want to read about this. It's by Bruce Conforth and Gayle Dean Wardlow. And ooh, it's heavy. It's thick, but it's not that long, but it looked like, and it's got pictures inside. So I think this is going to be a very interesting documentation of Robert Johnson's life. It's got lots of pictures in there. Yeah. So that's that. And I won a book called The Scent of Burnt Flowers by Blitz, Bazawule. Please correct me. The cover was just amazing. And I believe I got this I won it off of Goodreads. And I was surprised because this is not an ARC. This is the actual hardcover that they sent me. Ooh, that is a bonus. And I heard that he's also a producer, I want to say, or actor. And they're going to make this into a production. I don't know when, but I would love to read it before I see it. So this is going to be a worthy read. And I want to get on this very soon, very soon. I believe I have the audio downloaded as well so that I could listen to it, which I tend to do that much faster than trying to read a book. So The Scent of Burnt Flowers. Now, gifts. I got, my sister sent me some books, and one of them is Standing on Holy Ground by Sandra E. Johnson. And this sounds very interesting. This is historical fiction, I want to say. A triumph over hate crime in the Deep South. Now, I don't think this is fiction. I believe this is nonfiction. And I'm going into it blind. I have no idea what it is about particularly. Here's the author, Sandra E. Johnson. And I will have this listed below as well if you want to do some research into what that's really about. And she also sent me, and this is what I've been waiting on because the buzz over this book has, I believe, died down a little bit, but I still want to read it. And that's The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr. Well, she's told me when this book, around the time it first came out, do not buy this book. I have a signed copy, an autographed copy for you. And it is, as you can see on the cover. She mailed it to me, and I'm so thrilled. And this is going to go high on my TBR list. I'm looking forward to this. The buzz about it has been phenomenal. So, yes, I will read The Prophets. Also, my sister knows I am an Archie fan. Well, when I was younger and we lived on the Army base, and every time we went to the commissary or the PX, I would always ask for an Archie comic book. So I was racking them in and reading them. I loved Archie. I stopped reading them around the time, I think, when Archie decided between Veronica and Betty who he wanted to marry. And I never found out, and I still don't want to know, because I was hoping to catch up on the Archie series and read who he chose. Not too many people around me are Archie fans that I am aware of. I met one lady who was around my age in Michigan, where I used to live, and she was also an Archie fan. But my sister had this, and she sent it to me. It's volume 1 of, I don't know, a new Archie series. Collecting the first issue of the groundbreaking new series with bonus features including Jughead number 11. Well, I'm thrilled to get this. Oh, the graphics have changed. I mean, when I was reading them, it didn't look like that. So I'm loving it. I was always tempted to go on eBay and buy a whole lot, LOT, a lot. They'll sell a whole bunch of comic books of a particular era or whatever. And I was thinking about doing that just to catch up on the Archie series. But I don't know, I'm busy with other things. I've always put it off. So that's my book haul, my purchases, and quickly I'm just gonna say what I have read and what I'm going to read. So with my book group, I read Somebody's Daughter, a memoir by Ashley C. Ford, and I have a full review on my blog, which is onadayDonna.blogspot.com. I'll include that below as well. And I found this a pretty good read, very interesting. Some things I had questions about. I think I did not give it a 5-star, just shy of that, because I felt there were some questions in regards to what she relayed in her memoir and felt like maybe she was holding back. But I watched a lot of her interviews on YouTube, and that kind of helped explain maybe when the time she was writing this, she wasn't ready to reveal a lot of things, and this was very therapeutic for her. So if you haven't read it, I do recommend it. It's enlightening, and so you can read my full review on my blog. Also, I read, this was an ARC that I received, and it was a memoir on Sugar Rodgers. I don't know if any of you are sports fans, but it's called They Better Call Me Sugar by Sugar Rodgers. My journey from the hood to the hardwood. I also have a full review on my blog in regards to this read. I listened to the audio. The audio of this was very good. Very good. And I love her inspiration, her motivation. She had a lot of challenges in her life. However, she persevered. She pushed through. As you'll read, if you read my review, she ends up coaching for the WNBA. But this was a very good read. I was very happy that I received this ARC, and I would read it again. It has some very good inspirational, motivational things in it. Also, so that's what I have read. I'm still hammering out Lorraine Hansberry, The Life Behind a Raisin in the Sun. I will have a full review on my blog when I am done, and I think I'm nearing the end actually, because a good portion of the book is footnotes from this entire book. Notes. These are notes, and this whole section here in the back is notes. And I don't know if I'm going to include that in my read, but I've been reading it on my Kindle, And every moment I get before I go to sleep, or if I'm in a doctor's office or whatever have you, I try to hammer through. It's very interesting. However, it feels more like a textbook type reading. I mean, there's some good facts in here, but it really delves into her activism, her communist, Marxist, her marriage to her husband, and then finding out, I guess, that she's lesbian. It's I'm at that point, and that part is very interesting. But there are some very, very good things here. And A Raisin in the Sun had another name before she changed it, and I'm at that part. It kept calling it the Crystal Stair or something like that, the Crystal Staircase. But I'll be done soon. I will be done. So the month of July, this is going to be finished. And then my book club also read for the month of June, which they just had a discussion. I was not able to join them. I was so busy, and I apologize to you, my book group. But this book I'm listening to on audio as well, and it's called We Are Not Like Them. It's a novel by Christine Pride and Joe Piazza. Oh, it's very interesting. Very good and appropriate for what's happening now in the news, the culture of our people. A young teenager was killed by a police officer. He was shot, and the wife of the Caucasian police officer is a best friend to a black girl who is also a reporter. And the black girl has to report, or has been assigned to report on the story from the mother's perspective, whereas the friend is feeling a little off about it because this is making her husband look bad in the media. And but it's interesting. And the way these two authors collaborated to present this story has been an excellent collaboration. I mean, audio. You've got to listen to this in audio. I am enjoying it, and I'm going through it pretty quickly. I am, about halfway through. But it won't be long before I'm done with this as well. And I will have a full review on my blog. And I'll list that again below. So that's it. I'm going to leave it at this. It's a pretty long video because I've been missing in action a little bit. But I hope to come back to you in the month of July again, before the month is over. And I do have more books on the way. I'll have a book haul. And I will show you my bookstore. So please stay tuned. Subscribe. Please comment. I could use your feedback. And I'll be back to you soon with another video. Bye.